All right, guys. So I came across this article. I didn't read it all the way through, but I just had a feeling, okay? Just this gut feeling that I'm going to disagree with a lot of this. And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the picture, maybe it's the title, maybe it's both, maybe it's the whole premise of this article. We'll see. But I am curious to see what they have to say.
I want some rest. Are we having fun yet?
All right, I'm not getting you off guard this time, okay? You're just going to dive straight into this. ClanTheMerchFan.com. If you guys want to support, link is in the description. This is, oh my God, I got to stop doing that. Big shout out to, oh crap, what's going on? Okay, something was weird on my other screen, sorry. But yeah, big shout out to all you guys who support me. And this is absolutely awesome, wearing a Sohan shirt while actually meeting Sohan. That's awesome. So if you guys want to get some merch, ClanTheMerchFan.com, link in the description. So anyways, enough of that. 7 players the San Antonio Spurs gave up on too soon. Okay, so I'm sure it's going to be a few in here that maybe I'll agree with, but dude, based on this, if Jonte Murray's in this, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose it. All right, so let's go ahead and see here. Dragic. Okay, we don't have to read through this. Not going to read through it. I actually kind of agree, but at the end of the day, I feel like when it's all said and done, he wouldn't have lasted super long with San Antonio. But overall, Dragic, yeah, that's a pretty good one. He absolutely murdered us, man. When he went to the Suns in the playoffs, oh my goodness, I was like, God, I like this guy. So maybe that's a good one. Okay, we got to read some of this. How about we get most divisive player on this list out the way early? Luka Samanic spent just 2 seasons with the Spurs before they released him during their 2021 preseason schedule, blah, blah, blah. Both parties share the blame for this union failing so quickly. Samanic had uncanny ball skills and defensive versatility for a front court player, but the consistency and efforts were never there. His body language was awful on the bench, worse than the rare instances he earned garbage minutes. As much as those issues doomed him, there is no doubt San Antonio piled on his irritation by prioritizing veterans in consecutive losing seasons. That's a huge leap. Okay, I watched these games. Luka Samanic, he did not deserve any playing time. Not only that, even when he did play and they gave him an opportunity, and the reason why he got released to begin with, you could tell that the players even on the bench was not feeling Luka Samanic. Like Jonte Murray, his facial expressions while Luka was playing was like, I don't know. He was barely even trying, dude. Like, that's all on Luka. I'm sorry. Like, he didn't put forth the effort. What do you mean they gave up on him too soon? Also, I mean, as it stands right now, it's not like he's just killing it in the NBA. Oh, they actually mentioned here, the 23-year-old power forward has dominated the G League on two-way. Come on, man. With the Knicks and Celtics. He played well with us in the G League. Though foot injuries and depth chart, him suiting in the NBA, blah, blah, blah. While rebuilding Spurs seemed like a perfect destination for someone like Samanic, we'll probably never know whether he could have become a serviceable rotation member of this franchise. He wasn't. His effort wasn't there. Like, that's what it's going to have to come down to, man. His effort was not there. He had an opportunity, and he played like a player that felt like they should have already had a spot in the NBA. Like, that's how he played. He played entitled. like he should have just already had a spot. I mean, I'm sorry, it's just not going to work that way. There were so many occasions where he didn't even run into transition. Like, he's not good enough to do that. No player should do that, but he's definitely not good enough to be able to do that and get away with it. And I think that players on the team itself did not like Luka Samanic. So no, there was no, it's all his fault. It's not the Spurs. They shouldn't have gave him a second, third chance, whatever. No, it was Luka's fault. It's fine. I was high on him too, but let's not pretend like he's like a star now that he's gone from San Antonio. He's still in the G League, so I don't know. All right, next slide. Rod Strickland. Maybe I don't know enough about what happened here. A flashy dime disher Rod Strickland lit up San Antonio during his brief time with the Spurs after being traded to San Antonio from the Knicks during the 98-90. Yeah, I wouldn't have known this one, so I'm gonna digress on this one. Okay, I'm very honest with my knowledge on things, and this is something that I just didn't know about. But I'll accept it for the time being. If anybody else knows a little bit more, as far as like how this went down and everything, please let me know. So yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, okay. We're not, no docking points off for that one. Okay, I'll dock points off for this. Lonnie Walker, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, guys. What do you mean, Lonnie Walker? Hold on. Lonnie Walker. All right. Let's see here. His stats. He's averaging less points than when he was with San Antonio last season. Same amount of steals, same amount of blocks, less assists, less rebounds. Higher free throw percentage, that's good. Higher 3-point percentage, not bad. Higher field goal percentage, not bad. And yeah, he's only averaging 0.5 more minutes a game. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. Look, I really did like Lonnie Walker, and he was one of those players that any given night he does something, I'm like, oh gosh, I did not know you had that in your bag. And he still does that even with the Lakers as well. So it's part of who he is as a player. He's going to have sparks here and there, but he always kind of came across like he didn't necessarily 120% believe in himself. And it was always something just holding him back. And he was very inconsistent. And that's still the case. Even with the Lakers, he's very inconsistent. And I will say this, it's worse that he's with the Lakers and he's more inconsistent. Or he got the same amount of stats. You know why? Because majority of the season the Lakers have had is they had to lean on guys like Lonnie Walker. Not only that, he's had 32 games started versus 6 with the Spurs. I mean, I don't know. His stats should be better, especially next to 2 star players. And I know he wasn't with the star players the entire time, but I mean, LeBron James alone, I mean, that should be a huge boost for you. And San Antonio Spurs didn't have that. So I don't know. Like he's done better. 3-point percentage is higher. That's good. Field goal percentage is higher. But overall, statistically, he's the same player, and he's still very inconsistent. I mean, even Lakers fans will tell you that. So I don't even see an argument there. And maybe this is just me being like unprofessional. I don't really see a point in really reading through this, but in his first season in purple gold, largely been the guy we've seen suit up for the Spurs for the last 4 years. He's going to have his exciting moments and his breakout games that make you think he's the cusp of becoming a star. On other nights, he'll go. I don't see the point. It is still entirely possible we look back at Walker's career in a decade or so and lament that the Spurs ever let him leave. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry. That's just not going to happen. Yeah, no, Lonnie at this point is who he is. I think he's a serviceable player in the NBA, but yeah, he's more than likely not going to become who we thought he was. DeJounte Murray? I feel like the San Antonio Spurs got rid of DeJounte at the perfect time. Like, why would you have kept him? What do you mean we gave up on him too soon? We hit him at the height of his career. He might never be an all-star again. Like that's what you like. That was that's like his limit. DeJounte Murray isn't going to get better than what he's already been. I mean, obviously in his mindset, probably Hawks' mindsets, they hope for that to happen. I've seen enough of DeJounte where I truly do believe last season with the Spurs was his limit. This season he's been playing great. Like every other night he has a pretty nice night and whatnot. But I mean, we saw that with San Antonio as well. Like I don't really see why DeJounte Murray should have stuck around. I mean, you traded him right where you should have traded him. He wasn't going to take an extension because it wasn't going to be a good enough pay increase. Okay. You also don't want to invest in him for the long run or for the future because he's going to get up there. And then on top of it, yeah, there's really no point when you're trying to tank, and DeJounte Murray is a guy that can save you in fourth quarters here and there. And before you know it, man, we would have had, I don't know, like 10, I mean, with DeJounte Murray, maybe like 6, 7, 8 more wins. And then that's not good. That would not be good. That's not great. Okay. That's not beautiful. So yeah, I don't understand that one whatsoever. But let's see. What's their consensus here? If San Antonio comes out of this trade with a generational talent like Wembanyama and 3 solid players from, dude, we got way too much for him anyways. Like even if you didn't get Wembanyama, okay, and you took those picks and you just got some serviceable players, it's still a W. Okay, that's like huge. And this will be a home run trade. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, Scoot Henderson is better than DeJounte Murray. Wembanyama is better than DeJounte Murray. I don't know. Brandon Miller is going to be better than DeJounte Murray. I don't see. No, we won regardless. But anyways, but if they get a mid lottery pick and 3 first round busts, then we should all look back at this trade as one of the worst San Antonio has ever made. That's crazy. Imagine the San Antonio Spurs getting 3 first-round busts. Can you imagine that? 3 first-round busts and a mid-lottery pick that's a bust. Oh, there's a fly in here. I don't know where it went. Yeah, imagine that. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's silly. That's a silly argument. Turkoglu. Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like Turkoglu, the reason why he had to, well, he was only with us for like a season, right? Turkoglu, it was his defense that kind of hurt him with San Antonio, right? If I remember it correctly. I think Turkoglu's a fine one. Maybe gave up on him a little too soon, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, we won a championship right when he left, so yeah. Barbosa. Okay, this one's fine. I'm not gonna argue with Barbosa. Okay, so Barbosa and Turkoglu and okay, it's acting up. Dragic are the ones that I agree with, but the rest, man, Lonnie Walker and Jonte Murray, that's just silly to me. And Luka Samanic, oh my goodness, come on. Those are silly players. That doesn't make sense. But anyways, I'll get with you guys later. If you want to support the channel, claimthemerchfan.com, link in the description, or become a patron or YouTube member, only $2 a month. I really do appreciate the love. Until next time, guys, deuces.